My name is Eric Olson, and I am the principal here at Hamline Elementary School. We're getting ready to welcome pre-K and elementary students back to school in 2021. And in this video, we wanted to focus on steps we are taking to keep our students and staff healthy and safe, and show you what your child's school day will look like if you choose to return in the new year. We've been working closely with the Chicago Department of Public Health to ensure all necessary measures are taken, and school will look and feel very different. Every person entering our building will be required to complete a daily health screener, have their temperature taken, and wear a face covering throughout the day. And most importantly, students and staff who feel sick will be required to stay home. In-person instruction will look different at every school based on how families responded to CPS's intent to return form. Most schools will follow a similar model that follows guidelines from public health officials to ensure a safe learning environment. To give you a sense of what the school day will look like, let me tell you specifically what we'll be doing here at Hamline. So you've probably heard the word pod so far this school year. A pod is roughly half of a homeroom, so that can be a maximum of 15 students. So a pod will enter in a specific door. They'll do the health check. They'll go directly to their classroom. When students are in their classroom, they'll be socially distanced. Students will remain in their classroom for a vast majority of their day outside of using the washroom or having lunch and recess. When students do have to move through the building, such as going to lunch and recess, they will use specific hallways and stairwells so that we can maintain a separate nature between individual pods. If a student has a high temperature, such as 103 degrees, they would immediately be escorted to the care room. This is a room that has been specifically designated for students that are showing signs or symptoms of COVID-19, including a high temperature. That room is staffed by an individual who has been trained on how to maintain safety guidelines and support the student. And then the front office will be calling that student's parents to come and pick them up as soon as possible. If students and families don't feel safe about going to school, then they're not going to be able to focus, concentrate, and learn. And so it is essential that we make sure that our school is safe, that we have structures in place to maintain good health. And in doing so, our teachers, our families, and our students will know that school can start again.
Hi, my name is Sydney J. Galladay, and I am the proud principal here at John B. Drake Elementary School, home of the Drake Dragons, where this year's theme is Return of the Dragon, Nothing Can Stop Us. At Drake and schools across the district, students and teachers will be grouped into small class sizes of no more than 15 students so everyone can practice social distancing and minimize interactions with other students. We have hand sanitizing stations in multiple locations, enhanced cleaning protocols that follow health and safety protocols, and new signage up on our walls to help students and staff remember our new rules. Every classroom will have a HEPA air purifier to remove viruses and bacteria, and every classroom has been checked for proper ventilation. Teachers will also teach and continually practice hand washing routines with our youngest learners and students with special needs. While in-person instruction may look a little different at every school, we will follow the traditional school day as closely as possible with key updates for health and safety. Let me walk you through what we're doing here at Drake for our pre-K students in particular. Families with children in pre-K programs who choose to return to school will come back 5 days a week. A typical day for pre-K students might start with a group activity followed by a read aloud and then small group instruction. We want to ensure that students learning at home remain connected with their classmates at school, and teachers will identify opportunities to teach both groups of students simultaneously to promote collaboration and maintain a sense of community. Classroom staff will ensure that toys and other classroom materials are cleaned daily. Students will enjoy lunch in their classrooms, and at the end of the day, students will be dismissed through a designated part of the building while social distancing and wearing their masks. Regardless of whether your child is learning at school or at home, your child's pre-K teacher will provide a variety of language-rich experiences to support their development. Teachers will also ensure that your child receives all elements of their regular curriculum, such as daily class meetings or student-guided small group work through both independent and simultaneous instruction. Students learning remotely may be participating in the same activities as students learning at school, or teachers may lead activities with remote learning students while at-school students are working independently.
Hi, my name is Nicole Spicer, and I am the principal here at Bronzeville Classical School. Students learning at school will follow all safety protocols in place at their school, and students learning from home will continue following the same virtual model from the beginning of the school year. Most of our school communities will have students learning from home and students learning in person. Families with children in grades K-8 who choose to return to school will follow a hybrid model. Students will learn in person 2 days per week, either Monday and Tuesday or Thursday and Friday, and learn from home the remaining 3 days per week. Students learning at school will follow all safety protocols in place at their school, and students learning from home will continue following the same virtual model from the beginning of the year. Students learning remotely may participate in the same activities as students learning at school, or teachers may lead activities with remote learning students while at-school students are working independently. We want to ensure that students at home remain connected with their classmates at school, and classroom staff will identify opportunities to teach both groups of students simultaneously to promote collaboration and maintain a sense of community.
Hi, my name is Catherine Gallagher, and I'm the principal at Christopher Elementary School. No matter where students are learning, at school or at home, we will ensure they receive high-quality instruction and support from their teacher. Our students enrolled in moderate and intensive cluster programs will continue to have a small, limited class size and be offered in-person instruction 5 days a week. The individual needs of each student, as outlined in their current IEP, will be followed, and students will continue to have access to services and supports outlined in their current IEP, such as related service providers, paraprofessionals, accommodations, and modifications of instructional material. A typical day might include activities that in-person and remote students can participate in together, such as learning centers or small group activities, as well as one-on-one support and independent learning as outlined in their current IEP. As we prepare for our students and staff to return to school, our top priority will always be the health and safety of our community. We will continue to listen to the guidance of public health officials and feedback from our families to provide high-quality learning experiences for all students. If you have any questions, please reach out to your child's school. We'll be more than happy to discuss our plans for reopening.